might turn to a million, then we all rich. That's just how I feel.
Hello everybody. I want to make this intro real quick. We recorded this episode kind of late, but we had a lot of audio like interference and stuff, a lot of background noise, but we thought we'd still go ahead and just upload it. We didn't want to just cancel everything just because of all the background noise and stuff like that. And we just thought, whatever, we're just gonna go ahead and upload no matter what. So we do apologize for that background noise and all the other things, but we're gonna go ahead and upload this episode. We hope you guys enjoy. If there's any questions that you guys might have, please go ahead, put them down below. We definitely will put those in our next video. Maybe anything you want to know about us, or just any question about whatever, any topics that you might want us to talk about or touch up on, we will definitely be glad to go ahead and do that. So without further ado, right into the episode, and we hope you guys enjoy. You have a blessed day. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Unbreakable Bonds. This is episode 3 of 100. We are trying to set a goal. Setting goals is always good.
Yeah.
So,
perfect. You have to have a milestone in life.
I am your host, Eric.
And I am your co-host, Brian.
Yeah, so we are back after about a week or maybe 2 of not recording. It was a busy week.
It was like a week and a half of not recording.
Yeah, we usually record on Fridays, but it was kind of busy. I had a lot of work on Saturday as well, and then Sunday, Easter. Yeah.
I feel like as summer approaches, we're just gonna get busier and busier. I mean, that's good though. I feel like having a busy schedule is always good. And
it's been super crazy. It's kind of crazy trying to work all day and trying to like have a podcast, get a podcast going, record, and having to edit. Cause for about 30 minutes of podcast and like editing and stuff, it takes like
a day and a half too, almost.
About like a day of editing for just like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You have to like sync the audio.
I feel like that's out of like all of this, that's probably like the only like it's not bad though. It's not even bad. I like doing it. Kind of like it's seeing the process of a video. I've always loved that.
Oh yeah, the process is awesome, but I feel like it's just
so time consuming. You're just there like editing.
Yeah, and it takes a while. You have to like sync the audio with the video. And like
this is great for anybody that wants to start like anything, like a YouTube or a podcast. Like if you're planning on it, you have to like stay with the suck, cause
I mean you have to know there's gonna be like
you're gonna fail and
run into obstacles. You're gonna run into things that you like. It's just tough. All the editing stuff, it takes a while. I mean, I feel like people don't really think about that. It's just they think it's just record and then upload. And it seems easy.
Yeah, up until now, like that's probably what I thought as well.
Yeah, it seems easy until you start doing it, and then you notice you have to like cut the clips. You have to like sync the audios, make sure the audio is good, make sure there's no interruptions.
But hey, it's the process, and this is what we have like set it up. We just wanted to record. We've always just wanted to record. So.
Yeah, and I like recording at least. Yeah, like, it's something I look forward to, and especially.
Yeah, I've been looking for this podcast now.
Yeah, it's been since like last Friday we recorded, I think.
Yeah, we recorded and.
No. Last Friday we didn't record.
Oh no, we tried to record, but we had so much things going on.
Yeah, it was the Friday before that we recorded and we uploaded, I think, on Sunday, and to be honest, this week I've been thinking about the podcast, but I just been tired, bro. I just been exhausted.
It's also like a lot of stuff just going on, like not even just in life, but like around the world.
Yeah, crazy. And but I was listening to an episode of Jumpers Jump today. Shout out Jumpers Jump. And I was just listening to they kind of were talking about the stuff like that, the stuff that they went through before they start like their podcast. He said that he didn't think he was gonna go big or anything. Yeah,
I was literally just watching that a second ago, where he talks like to his idols. They just released a new episode.
Yeah, that's the one I was watching. Yeah.
And he how like his first episode, he just uploaded to TikTok and boom, it went viral.
Yeah, and that's
talking about like ghost stories. I mean, that's like something people really love listening to, though. Like,
I feel like people just enjoy listening to stories in general. Listening to stories is like something that they.
Yeah, like you can just put it on the on the TV while you're doing something, and you're like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah, and I was listening to that, and like, that made me want to record. Like, man, we have to record. Like, I was just listening to them talk about it, and they talk about how they just started recording. He's like, I like talking, so I started recording, and he popped off like the first video.
Yeah, and right now you have like so many like things to use to like grow an audience and grow stuff like TikTok.
And I feel like, and they also talk about how they were confident in like and what they wanted to do. Like, they just knew there was no way they didn't make it.
Yeah, facts.
And I was like, bro, like that's
literally us.
Yeah, like there's no way you don't make it. You know, you have to.
Yeah. Like right now we're not. I feel like I'm slacking in the sense because I wanted to like upload on TikTok, but like it's just I can't find my time because it's being so consumed onto school. I feel like school's holding me back. Like for some people, I feel like school is probably like something like they want to pursue, but me, I couldn't. Mm-hmm. I'm not into school like that, and I feel like that's what's really sucking my time out, and I can't like focus on the pod or I can't focus on things I really want to do.
Yeah, luckily you're about to graduate.
Yeah, next month. Thank God.
About a month from graduating, so you should have more time. But I think it's just time consuming. People, I feel like they don't really understand. Like, it's time consuming. You know, when you want to make a video, you want to record. Yeah,
you have to have a lot of like free time, like almost all day.
Not only that, you have to make sacrifices, like things that you want to do.
Yeah,
you just have to like cut it out. Like,
yeah.
Like I'm like, before we started the podcast, I still do, but I like playing video games.
Yeah,
I love playing video games. And I would sit and just play Apex. I'd sit, play Apex, and I would go like 4, 5, 6 hours on that thing. On the weekends.
I feel as of right now, that's like, in my opinion, that's probably like the best game out right now. It used to be like there were so many other like games in general are so amazing. Like, think back to like your first ever video games and they're amazing, like Minecraft. Like, have you ever heard the Minecraft like theme songs like play?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just something about like the Minecraft theme songs, the nostalgia it just brings to you is
not
crazy.
Just Minecraft, bro. Every game, like Black Ops 2, like all that stuff. But no, like I like playing video games a lot, and I would waste 5, 6 hours on Apex.
Yeah. And
then we started the podcast, and I was like, bro, I just got to stop. I just have to.
Yeah.
And I just stopped playing it. I haven't played. I have my P4 just been sitting there for. It's been maybe a month.
Probably.
I have not touched it.
Yeah, like I just bought a PC and it was also just for gaming, but I haven't touched it at all for gaming. We've just used it for editing. Yeah,
and that's something that I think about, like maybe down the line, like once we have everything settled, we have a little bit more time, I might be able to get back into that. I don't know yet, but for now I'm trying to focus on this and work as well. You know, cause you can't just stop working. You gotta make some money somehow.
Yeah.
And it's been kind of tough though, man. I just been tired. I get up in the morning. I just want to go right back to sleep. I be tired. I don't know what. It's not even work. Like, yeah, you get tired from work, but it's just. I feel like I'm just.
I mean, cause as a human, you kind of just need that sleep. Like, I feel like the sleep is like.
Oh, for sure, bro. Sleep is crucial, but it's not just that. Like, are you ever just tired? Like, you have so much going on that you're just like, bro, I'm tired. I'm just tired. I don't know what to do to just chill. You know, I just want to chill for a little bit. Just want to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm overwhelmed.
You get home from like work really really late. So
yeah, I mean it's starting to pick up. Work's starting to pick up.
Yeah.
Sun goes down later, so we're out mowing and stuff.
Yeah, summertime is crazy.
I'm getting home like at what 8:30, sometimes 9. Yeah, it's tough. But I mean, it's something we have to.
Yeah, like doing that is like really really time consuming. And like for me, like I'll get home like around 5, and from 5 to like 10, I'll just do homework.
By the way, I didn't even tell you the other day. Not the other day. It was yesterday. I think it was yesterday. We went out to mow this house out north, and it was bad. Like that house was like super overgrown. It was super tall, just all weeds and stuff. And so when the grass is tall like that, the mower usually doesn't work.
It gets stuck.
It gets stuck and stuck and stuck. So what's best to do? I mean, of course you know this. You weed it down, and then you go over with the mower. So I was working, and the guy that was helping me, we went back there, and they had a chain link fence. It's like, it was a small chain link. It was like 4 foot high. It was not that tall.
Yeah.
And I saw this guy in like across the yard, in his backyard. He has 2 pits. He was like petting them or whatever. And as soon as he went away, one of those pits dashed straight towards us.
Man.
And I thought he was gonna stop. I was like, oh, the chain link fence. Like, he's gonna stop. Hell no. I promise you, motherfucker hopped the fence. He hopped the fence. We were like towards the middle of the yard. I just seen that dog he just jet, bro, towards us. He's running, jumped the fence.
Oh no.
And landed, bro.
Man.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when you think about something like that, like, oh, if a dog chases me or like charges me,
you'll defend yourself.
you think, yeah, I'm gonna defend myself or this and that. In that moment, bro, my mind went blank. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was just
Fun.
I had the mower. The guy that was helping me had a weed eater.
Yeah.
And I stopped, and the dog didn't stop. He just kept running. He was getting closer, and then the guy that was helping me, for a second, it's kind of like he was just gonna run, and then I guess he remembered he had the weed eater, so he put it towards the dog, and the dog stopped. And I didn't know what to do. I was scared, and then I looked, and the other dog was still on the other side.
Yeah.
And like,
just looking.
It started running towards us. And I was like, damn, like, there's 2 pits there, and the other one jumps, we're screwed. Something's going to happen.
Yeah.
But luckily, the dog stopped, and my coworker, he kneeled down like he picked something up, which he didn't pick anything up. He acted like he picked something up, and he acted like he was going to throw it at the dog.
I was like, yeah.
And the dog kind of like, he kind of got scared. He was just staring at him, and the dog literally jumped onto the fence. He didn't jump over it. He jumped onto the fence. His 2 hind legs were on the rail. And he kind of just fell forward, and he was just staring at us. I was scared the whole time. Because you think about it. You think, like, oh, like, as soon as something happens to me, like, say, like, you think of a dog attack. You think, oh, well, I'm going to defend myself, or I'm going to grab this, or that's bullshit. As soon as it happens to you, bro, your mind will go blank. I promise you. That's what happened to me.
Yeah, I remember there was one time we were coming home from Walmart, and we were getting all the groceries out from the truck. And I remember I heard like a growl, like a really scary growl, coming from like the neighbor's house.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think nothing of it, but by the time I had already picked everything up and started walking back inside the house, the dog was already on like by my knees. And I remember like for a second, for like almost a split second, I couldn't think of nothing. Like my mind was just blank, and I was just like, dang, like this is really like. Yeah. But I remember also dropping everything. Yeah. And grabbing my keys and acting like I was gonna hit it with my keys. And I feel like the dog felt that in a way, and I just ran away as well.
Bro, yeah, bro, like, and I feel like people, like, you know, people, of course, I think I'm all, like, you know,
like
big and bad and shit. I'm like, as soon as the dog comes up to me, I'm gonna do this. Hell no. It's just not how it happens. As soon as something, like, that gets your adrenaline going, you know, you don't know what to do. Your mind is blank.
Oh, yeah. I heard of, like, that also comes to, like the MMA fighters where, like, they'll train their body to like to think about it in a fight, but they always talk about how once they're in the fight, everything's blank. It's all muscle memory. Everything they're doing is just muscle memory.
Yeah, that's what they. I mean, of course, that's what they do. And like, I feel like it's a good time to at least put out there that hopefully it never happens to anybody, you know. But if you do witness some sort of like dog attack or some shit like that, they say it's always good to, like, if you can, just choke that dog out. Because, like, I've seen a lot of videos of, like, a dog attacking, like, a young child or something, and people are trying to hit the dog or, you know, trying to hit it with a stick, and that's not going to help. That usually doesn't help. I've seen plenty of videos. Yeah. They usually say, like, they always, if you can, if there's nothing else you can do, just choke it out. Choke it out till it goes unconscious, and, you know.
Yeah, because dogs are really scary. Like, if you think about it, there's, I forgot what type of dog I saw. It was, like, really the ones that grow, like, your waist high. I couldn't think of the name.
It was like Great Dane.
Great Dane. Yes, it was literally a Great Dane. Like, they grow so big. Like, it's so scary. And I remember I saw one the other day running across with a guy, and it was like almost up to his shoulders length. And
yeah, those things are.
Bro, that's just so scary.
Huge, bro. Yeah, those things are big. And like, yeah, I've seen a few. And they're huge. Luckily, I've never seen or heard of Great Danes being like vicious or attacking.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there is like a bunch of like vicious dogs.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, bro, you just gotta be careful. You can't really trust, especially if you
Well,
have kids. You gotta be careful with that,
Yeah.
because man, that's sad. And it's kind of crazy when you hear about stuff like that happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I mean, in general, pets are like also really good. Probably, like we've always had pets, like dogs and stuff, and they've always really been.
Shout out Hurley.
Yeah,
R.I.P. Damn. Yeah, Brian had a Chihuahua. She was like.
I feel like that's like the typical Mexican.
A Chihuahua.
The Chihuahua.
Yeah.
But I always hear stories about how people hate Chihuahuas, which is kind of fucked up because like, how they can be so annoying. People always talk about how they can be so annoying.
But, I mean, they are, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Fucking annoying, bro.
Yeah, Hurley would annoy me.
I mean, but she was like, once you get a dog and you grow.
Yeah.
You grow like affection for your dog.
Yeah, or for a pet.
And, yeah, she was. Sometimes she could get annoying, but it's
Yeah.
Whenever you have a dog.
Yeah, like even now, I still like sometimes will like come home and she would always just bark before like as soon as you're walking up to the door, you could hear her barking or like so you knew when someone was either coming close to like knocking on your door or like you were barely getting home. And I sometimes still like walk up to my door and feel like, oh shit, she's about to like bark.
Yeah, she would always bark when you're like unlocking the door.
Yeah.
And now you walk up and it's like quiet.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's fucked. Yeah, unfortunately she passed away a while back, like January.
Last year probably.
December.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It hasn't been that long.
Yeah.
Maybe like half a year. But yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, I mean, in general, like even cats, like having a cat is also known as having a wild animal in your house. It's just really crazy, like how cats could like survive in the wild. They're literally meant for wild. They're wild animals.
They're meant to be out.
That's crazy.
Cats are meant to be out, bro. And we had a cat.
Yeah,
Obito,
we had a cat.
Man, shout out Obito. He's cool. I don't know what, but he ran away. They opened the door, gassed.
Yeah,
he just did. Cats are meant to be outside.
Yeah, but I don't know why, bro. That's like that.
Bro, I feel like that cat was like one of the best cats. I mean, and to be honest, I've never really like been a huge fan of cats.
Mm-hmm.
But that one, like, I got a cat. I was like, all right, we're gonna see what it's about. And that cat would always sleep, bro. Obito was always sleeping.
Yeah.
Like he'd literally lay across
in like
the door.
Yeah.
The doorway. He would lay across, and you would have to step over him, like, cause you try to move him, he just sleep.
Yeah, I feel like that's like something cats are like also known for, like just sleeping.
There's some wild cats, bro. There's some wild cats. They be some vicious cats. They be attacking dogs.
Yeah, that's really crazy. Like, in general, pets are just something men have always used as well, like for hunting and just
dogs.
Yeah, dogs.
But it's that was a pretty crazy experience that I had at work though, for sure. Luckily, we got out fine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and the survival of the fittest. You had to use that instinct.
Yeah, but how was your day? You got anything to?
No, I was gonna talk about how like it's crazy how like I don't understand people, like I always try to like talk about this at work, but like people don't really even like understand, especially like Hispanic people, since if you're Hispanic or like let's say your parents are Hispanic and they're living in the US, it's kind of rare for them to like know about certain things that is going on around the world because they can't get information about it as well as we can. Like we could hop on like Twitter or TikTok or like Instagram. Not even Instagram, because I remember I saw a post where you would go on TikTok, search up France, and it'll show like everything bad going on with the France government and like so many bad things going on around the world. And if you went to like the Meta owned like Instagram and you search France, it'll just pop up like a bunch of like tourist pictures and like
nice pictures.
Yeah,
and,
nice
like,
pictures.
Like it doesn't show anything that's going on like
in the
protests
world
and stuff. Yeah, because in France I think there's a whole bunch of protests going on. I forgot, to be honest. I'm not gonna say I know a lot because I totally forgot what it was about. But I did see that how like on TikTok you'll post like France protests or whatever or something like that, and it'll show all the stuff going on, like people protesting, like fires and a whole bunch of stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's why like you could call it like a theory or like I don't know. People find like ways to like brush off things so easily nowadays.
Yeah.
Not really, not as much as before, because I feel like now that TikTok is a thing, it's helping people find, how do you say it, like information easier and spread. Talk. It makes you help. It helps you communicate with people.
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like people think that just because we have like social media, it's easier for people to it's easier to bring awareness about the things that are going on. But in general, like I feel like if you're not really like into social media, like really into it, regardless, you don't really know because like my parents, they don't really. I mean, they do speak a little bit English.
They'll understand. What I found like a lot with working with a lot of Hispanic like older people that have been here for a while is that they'll understand the English. Like you could talk to them in English and they'll respond to you, but in Spanish they won't really like. They don't know how to say.
They don't know how to put it together in English.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. Yeah, and I know I agree with that. Like my parents, my dad understands. Like if you talk to him in English,
like even now, like he's a little more than before. I'll see him like talk to people. Like even when we go talk like order food like from McDonald's or something, he'll be the one ordering now. Instead of, like back then he would always like order this and order that.
Yeah, he would always have us order for him and like now, like he'll speak to like he'll be the one ordering or he'll talk to somebody if he needs to say something. But I mean he understands it. Yeah, and I feel so like does my mom. My mom understands it, but I feel like my mom's just scared to like. I feel like she just doesn't want to be embarrassed, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like the Hispanic community is also just as big, way bigger than it used to be. And so like now it's way easier for people, like Hispanic people, to find help wherever they need to. Like it was so rare. Like recently we had my uncle go to the health I don't really know what it's called, but that's like a government owned place.
And the like Department of Health Services, something like that. DHS.
And if back then, like 10 years ago, you go there was no one speaking Spanish there. You would either have to have your kid translate for you,
translator.
Yeah, or like something. Like you would struggle almost to like have or give information, be given information. And now it's not like that. Now my uncle went not knowing any English, and there's workers that speak Spanish. There's so much things that can help your parents or anybody that doesn't know like the fluent language English.
Yeah, and I feel like that brings us back to what Brian was saying about the getting information and stuff like that. Like I noticed a lot of stuff that comes out on the news. It's kind of just like they'll say one thing, like they'll say. Have
you ever seen that post of they combine, they do like a combination of a bunch of different clips from a bunch of different news reporters, and it's all them reading the same script. Everybody's saying the same thing from like 50 different news channels, and I always hear people always say, "Don't listen." Especially like really like
don't just have one source basically.
But like a bunch of rich people, because how do you put it? They always say like people that have a significant like influence over a bunch of people always say don't stick to the news, like don't listen to the news because it's obviously they're censored to what they can say.
Like they have a sort of agenda.
Like you can't.
They want to get one like they want to get their point across. Yeah. So, like whatever their point is, that's what they want to push out there.
Yeah, and like they can't say things you would see on like TikTok or like stuff like that. Like
and I totally forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, like I feel like if you look at if you watch the news, right, they'll say one thing, they'll say like whatever news is going on, right, but there's always something deeper than that. Like if you actually look into it, you'll find more details like that could totally change like the
point of view you have.
Yeah, it'll change everything. Like maybe they said something that was correct, but they left out a lot of things that maybe just will change the whole narrative of the
news article. What's his name? Mark Zuckerberg, the guy that owns like I think Facebook. I think he owns Instagram. Part of Instagram.
It's all together. Instagram.
The thing is, he doesn't even own Facebook. He owns like a percentage of it, and it's a really really small amount of Facebook that he owns. He owns like I want to say like 10% probably less. And he was going around to like the U.S. or the government here in the U.S. telling them to ban TikTok. And because I remember a long time ago, a story came out where he tried to buy Musical.ly, the guy that, the CEO of TikTok was the CEO of Musical.ly. And they didn't sell it to him. They didn't want him to buy it. And so people are saying,
what you're saying is he was salty.
yeah, he was salty basically, and yeah, and he's been going around like telling them to ban TikTok and that TikTok is helping the Chinese government collect data on everybody else. And
I mean, see that's another thing, how they say that the Chinese government is like taking all your data and shit from like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, bro, Facebook does the same thing. Not TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, it all does that same thing. It's just that the U.S. government doesn't want like
they
China
don't want
to be doing it. You
Yeah.
know, they don't want China, but they're okay if the
If they
U.S.
do it,
do it. Like that's kind of dumb. You know, like
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of bullshit. Like regardless, they're gonna take your data.
Yeah.
And I feel like for us, it doesn't matter. Like for you, for me, for anybody listening, mostly for anybody listening, like they take your data, so what?
Yeah, so what? Like
what are you gonna do about it? There's nothing you can do about it.
Regardless, what is on your data that matters that much? Like they're not taking your bank account info,
unless you're like a billionaire or a millionaire that has like
some crazy shit,
some crazy stuff like with other government. Yeah. That's when it matters.
Yeah,
But like at least short term, say they take my data, what are they gonna get from me? Nah, crap. Bro, what? They don't give a damn about me. You know. I mean, maybe later something happens where maybe I'm gonna eat my words and they do like something.
For example, that spy balloon stuff. Mm-hmm. A lot of people weren't believing. A lot of people thought it was a conspiracy theory on how it was a weather balloon and the U.S. was overreacting. Mm-hmm. But it came out on TikTok and nowhere else. It didn't come out anywhere else. But I think it came out later on. But it had first came out on TikTok that it was an actual spy balloon. And that's when people started like, oh shit, like this is a real thing that's going on. Mm-hmm. And then that's when other platforms started covering. And I don't think that's like stuff the U.S. government wants you to know. Because like, okay, that happened, and what other information was given since? Like we don't know nothing about it now.
Nothing really. I think I remember seeing that maybe there was like more than one spy balloon. There was more than one spy balloon, but like other than that, like that's really it. And that they shot it down.
Yeah, and
that they shot it down, but like that's. I mean, I don't know. I feel like from that we can't really get much information. Like there's not much to.
My theory is that they were also.
Oh wait. I forgot where I heard it, but supposedly I heard that they were mostly trying to get intel from like military bases here. US.
Oh yeah, they had gone over like most military bases. Like it went over a certain part of the United States, like in a straight line, and it was where most military bases were located.
I mean,
that's crazy. But like, why would a weather balloon go over most military bases? Yeah, I think that's all you heard.
My bad. We had a little malfunction. Anyway, what were we talking about? About the military bases there, that the balloon was going through the military bases?
Yeah, damn, I blanked out.
Yeah, I did too. But I don't know. Like I feel like this whole China US stuff is just, I don't know, it's
also that happened like what, a month or two ago almost?
It's been more than that. I feel like it's to like a regular person, it's
to a regular
confusing.
person
you don't know what the hell's going on.
You also sound like a crazy person, like
yeah. And I feel like, I don't know, bro, even to me,
anything ever will like trigger like someone that doesn't really like understand things that are going on in the world, will trigger them to like think like, what is up with this dude? Like, oh, listen to this other conspiracy theorist guy and this and that.
I don't know, because I feel like even to me it's hard to understand.
Yeah,
yeah. And I've been like trying to research into it. I've been like, because I don't just want to like, be left. I want to know about it, but it's, even though I've been looking into it, mm-hmm. I still feel like I don't know much. Like I'm like,
yeah.
It's so much information. Where like, because even like
it's not even that. It's also really hard to get information. Like it's super hard to get information from like stuff like that.
Yeah, because you don't know. Yeah. You don't know what's true, what's not. And like how they talk about how like the U.S. dollar is gonna like.
Oh yeah.
Basically disappear. I feel like that's bullshit. That's BS right there.
Okay, but like let's put it that the U.S. dollar does disappear. BRICS comes to for people who don't know, BRICS is what, like Brazil, Russia, India,
China, Russia, China, India, South Africa, then potentially like Mexico, and
which is like insane. Like basically everyone the U.S. has been like shitting on, or like people that like we've almost like put off to the side, like people we've just like, okay,
Basically,
we need you, but
basically
like
all of the U.S.'s enemies. In a way.
yeah, like everybody is like coming together. Like I don't know that's like something people don't even like understand. Like if they were to like, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but if they were to like come together and maybe like make a one world currency, it could probably perhaps shatter
I
the
feel like that's almost
dollar.
impossible. Like one world currency, that would be like.
Well, I mean,
one world currency means that like basically every single country has the same currency.
I
And,
mean,
that's not. I don't think that's possible.
the
but
USA was 60% of the world currency. Think about it. Think about it like that.
the global reserve, yeah.
Yeah,
But
like-
I feel like what China's trying to do is make the what is it called, the yuan, the Chinese currency.
yeah.
They're trying to make that the global reserve currency.
Yeah, and so like I don't know how it'll work since Russia and China were like sworn enemies.
all that really means is like that the U.S. is not going to be like the number one currency, which to me at least I don't think it'll affect
Much.
it won't affect us much.
Mm-hmm.
Like to us, it's still going to be almost around the same value, I think.
Yeah, because
But
I think you
could cause like inflation and a whole bunch of other stuff like that. But other than that, like
yeah you said or oh no I had heard that France went under the same thing.
oh yeah, everybody is trying to like
Yeah,
basically make the U.S. like
oh you're falling and
yeah make the dollar go down. Like that's almost for sure. Like, they don't want to see the U.S.
yeah because
stay up top.
we've been in power. The U.S. dollar has been in power for almost 200 years, which is fucking insane. That's
Well, it's been like 100 and something.
yeah, it's been over 100 years for
and
sure.
supposedly I forgot where we need to get
But,
better
like-
at citing our sources, but
Yeah.
they say that it changes once every like 90 years.
Yeah.
And it's already been like 100 years.
Yeah.
So like they say it's due for a change, like the currency, the global reserve.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what's happening, but I don't think it'll happen like soon. It's not like in a year or two the dollar's like gonna be worth anything. It'll probably
month.
take 20 years and you'll start noticing that. But I feel like for now people shouldn't really worry about that much, because I've seen hella posts on like Facebook that everybody was like, you guys need to look into this because the dollar's not gonna be worth anything.
Which is like yeah, for example, like that, getting that information from like, where would you go for that information? Where would a elderly, not even elderly, like a Hispanic person, it brings me back to that point, where would a Hispanic person even hear about that? It won't come out on the news. It won't come on Univision or whatever they watch.
They'll probably just hear, oh, like the dollar's gonna go down, this and that. And they're gonna panic.
Yeah.
And like when in reality, if they look into it, yeah, the dollar might lose some value, but it's still gonna be like the dollar. Like the dollar still, it's always gonna be the dollar, because even the euro was once the global reserve, I think.
Yeah.
And look at it, it's still the euro. It's still
euro.
here, like.
And the euro is still like a really like.
It's a really good currency. Yeah.
Currency, yeah.
And so I feel like if you hear anything, like just look into it. If you don't understand it, watch your own videos, do some research. Yeah,
obviously, yeah, that's definitely like, do your own research, do whatever you need to do to like know what's going on.
Because I feel like, give me a sec. I feel like a lot of people panic. A lot of people panic, when they hear like that something is going wrong or something's going bad. And I feel like all
like takes... that. For example, that one bank, I forgot where it was, but it was in the USA, where a bank had lost some form of money and they couldn't pay out their, I don't know how you say it. I don't really like it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Where they I forgot what it's called too. We suck at this, bro. Like basically they can't pay people that try to get their money out.
Yeah, they can't pay people. Yeah,
and it's happened several banks, not just one. It's happened several banks.
It started like a panic, and everybody started pulling their banks and started like, making it putting into other banks, and basically what that causes is like a chain reaction of everybody putting their money out and putting it into a different bank, collapsing banks like back to back, collapsing like a domino effect.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just kind of dumb.
Like that's crazy.
That's what causes. Yeah, that's what causes like economic problems. Like, not like the banks themselves, but like just people being scared, like being panicked. You hear something's going on, you try to pull your money. Like say you get scared, you tell me something, you pull all your money. I'm gonna get scared. I'm gonna go pull my money. I'm gonna tell all my friends and family. They're gonna go pull their money, and it's just gonna, at the end, it's gonna cause a big problem for everybody.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's avoidable. I mean, regardless, I don't have money in my bank, so. Oh, bro.
That's funny.
No, for real. Yeah,
Sad.
I feel like it's just like, I don't know. That's just something that like it could turn out bad if people don't like, you know, they don't do their research.
The world could, regardless, go to like boo boo any moment.
Yeah, if we get hit by an asteroid, clearly nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah, like
or if,
like for example, yeah, like that it was on Twitter, and it came out on Twitter that in 2043 or 2046, sorry, in 23 years, on Valentine's Day there was a 1 in 400 chance that an asteroid might hit on February 14th.
Goddamn hood.
A 1 in 400 chance isn't, I don't know, it seems like a lot, but
that is a lot. 1 in 400 chance.
Yeah. Okay.
That's more chances of you getting hit by an asteroid than becoming a millionaire from the lottery.
Can you believe that? Like, people think that asteroid won't hit us, but there's more of a chance that asteroid hit us that you win the lottery. Yeah, that hits us.
I feel like that's a lot of things that you can't.
Yeah,
that's one of the things that you can't like worry about. Because I feel like if you worry about that, you're gonna be, because a lot of things could happen. Like the Yellowstone volcano could erupt.
There's so many.
That's a continent killer, bro. That will, if that were to erupt, we'd be dead.
Yeah, everybody.
But I feel like those are things that are out of our control.
For example, like a gamma ray burst. I don't think I remember I spoke to somebody about it as well, like at work, and they looked at me like, "What's that? Like, are you crazy, bro?" And I had to explain to them a gamma ray burst is when a star or a sun releases so much energy in a couple of seconds. It releases as much energy its whole lifespan in a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
And it shoots like 2 energy beams sideways. And if one of those beams was to just flash and hit Earth, we'd die in a split second. Like in a less than you could blink. You could blink and the world's just gone. You're dead. Everything's disappeared like nothing ever mattered. That's insane. And like people still out here doing.
They worry about going out, or they worried about
even that. People still care about what other people think about them. That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like you shouldn't care about what people think about you, man. You gotta just go out there, be you,
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like what as a man, what is one thing that you're insecure about? As a man, like think about everything, and as a guy, what is one thing you're like, damn, like.
I feel like as a man, I don't know. That's a tough question, because I feel like I'm not really insecure like that. Like,
yeah, right.
Like I used to be. I'm not gonna say because I used to be like back then. I used to be insecure, and that was back then. But now,
I mean, yeah, I feel like as you get older as well.
Like now, there's not much for me to be insecure about. Like, I can't really think of much. Maybe not being able to provide. Like, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, and that brings me to.
Well, okay, what about you? As a man, what is something that you're insecure about?
I'm not. Like, there's literally nothing that I could be insecure about except providing. Like you said, that's literally what I was looking for you to say. Providing. Like in the world we live in today, what a man is supposed to do is provide. Supposedly, not even to all women though. Not all women care about like a man that provides, but rather they have a goal and like have something they want to do with their life. But we live in a world, and I see it everywhere, but I don't see it in my life, because I feel like I've always been so like independent about myself. Like I don't really like care about people's opinions. I've never really like cared. Like if someone like thought I was, I don't know, weird looking or some shit, I could give less fucks, bro. I've never cared about anybody else's other opinion except my own. But I see it around all the time. Like even on TikTok, you'll see like people talk about how as a man they feel like they can't provide, and they feel like women expect so much. And like, have you ever seen those posts where there's like a chunky dude with like a girl, like a couple, and they make a video and it goes viral? Most of the comments are guys talking about, what am I doing wrong? How's
he bagged this bad chick? He's kind of big or whatever.
Like he has to have money or like this and that, and like a lot of men are like trapped in their own masturbation cycle of of thinking, oh, how is he bagging her and I'm not, and I'm way better looking, or like
they're worried about the wrong thing.
Yeah,
they're worried about like
I wouldn't know how to put it.
Yeah,
but
like I feel like I kind of understand what you're saying. Like they're literally worried about the wrong thing.
Yep.
First of all, they're worried about another guy getting with the girl. Like first, that's the first one. They're worried about somebody else.
You worry about another dude is crazy,
bro. Like first, you gotta worry about yourself. First of
Yeah.
all, that's the one thing you gotta. And I feel like there's not much. You just gotta work on yourself. You gotta work.
Mm-hmm.
You got first of all exercise, right? Exercise, regardless. Even if you're not working out to look good, it makes you feel better.
Oh yeah.
Second of all, you gotta work to make yourself at least financially. I'm not gonna say stable because that's kind of hard for like a lot of people, but like
especially nowadays. But it's insane.
But financially, like how do I even say it? Like you get yourself some money to get yourself some stuff or whatever. But I feel like I don't know, just that's kind of dumb. Worrying about what other people think about you, just do you. What if somebody else is thinking about you in whatever kind of way, or they're talking shit about you, or they're making fun of you, why does that matter?
Yeah, and it always brings me back to the gym, like how like I don't know, I feel like just the gym. Like today in the morning, we used to go at 5 in the morning all the time.
And I've been slacking, bro.
But like even for me, it's so hard to go and 5 in the morning. But I'll be at work and I'll think like, regardless of how tired I am after work, I'm going to go, no matter what. Because I feel even if I don't go and I'm super tired, I feel like if I don't go to the gym, it just like something inside of me that's like second nature doesn't activate. I feel like as if like a bitch, like how you said that. I feel like a bitch. Like
and I told Brian that because I've been like I told you guys, I've been super tired, which that shouldn't be an excuse, right? Like whatever, it's something that like everybody gets tired, whatever. You just gotta push through it, right? But like I've been waking up in the mornings, bro. I'm tired, and I'm not even gonna lie. I've been skipping the gym a few times. And I'll tell Brian, like, later in the day, like, it'll be, like, 9 or 10. And I'll be like, damn. I'll be thinking about it. I'll have more energy around that time. And I'll be like, damn, I skipped the gym. I feel like a bitch. Bro, I should have just gone. Like, I'll be thinking about it that whole time. I'll just be like, man, I should have just gone to the gym. Why did I even miss? Like, it's just dumb.
Yeah, I feel like that's something, like, that goes through your head after you failed at something. Like, damn, why didn't I do it this way, or damn, why didn't I do it in the first place?
And I feel like for us that's normal because we, me and you, at least we try to push ourselves a little bit harder than most people would. And for most people, I feel like it's understandable not to be so hard on yourself, but for me and you, we try to go the extra mile. We try to always
I'm gonna say hard. It right now, if you're not focusing on just being like an overall better person, you're an NPC, bro.
Yeah, I agree. You have to focus on just.
It don't even have to be the gym. Yeah,
being just better overall.
Being like a better human being on this little time we have on this planet. You have to just go all in every day.
Yeah,
for the rest of your life.
I agree. You just have to stop being a bitch, like David Goggins says.
Yeah.
There's one thing that I wanted to say. It's something that I've been thinking about a lot this past week, and I wanted to tell everybody that if they had any questions, like I want to maybe implement something like that, like questions. We get questions from whoever watches, and if they have any questions, put it in the comments or something, and just something so we can like see what people want us to talk about or something that maybe they want to know because. I feel like people they might want to get to know us better too. Maybe something that we haven't touched on or anything, and just overall topics that people might want to listen to or just questions that people have, and we could probably answer those.
Yeah, I've also thought about like getting like someone that doesn't speak any English on the pod, but that we would have to talk about that because it's like a whole language barrier because we have like a lot of just Spanish supporters that don't understand any English.
Yeah, I've thought about that too, but I mean, I feel like that might be a little bit later on.
Yeah.
Like right now, I feel like maybe first 6 or 10 episodes, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10 episodes. I feel like for now it's just gonna be me and you.
Okay, I'm from here, but you were born in
Mexico City, baby.
Mexico City, right?
Yeah.
And people are refer as to Mexico City people as chilangos.
Mm-hmm.
And people always seem to like make fun of those people, but I've never understood really why. And it was because of how they talk, right?
Yeah,
right?
They talk. If you've heard someone like from Mexico City talk, if you've heard the way they talk, you will understand why.
Yeah, it's like
They had the way they talk is like they have like a. It's weird. I don't talk like that.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't know the way I grew up. My
I
mom
feel like
never
a lot
talked
of
like
people
that.
don't talk like that. The only people that really
No, there's a lot of people. Most of the people there talk like that, bro. Like
Yeah.
if you listen to them, they talk kind of like. I feel like the way other Hispanic people see it is like they talk like ghetto.
yeah.
Like the way you see somebody like here talk ghetto. Or whatever,
Oh, no.
That's
What I've heard is actually the opposite. That people known as chilangos are annoying because they're known to be like so presumidos because they're from the ciudad and they have money, and that's what I've heard.
I don't know, but I feel like they just look at them like in a bad way. Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
I feel like to a lot of people that's
So
a derogatory
fucked up.
term. Like that's like to me, I don't.
Yeah.
Damn, like I was basically raised here since I was like a year and a half.
One.
Yeah, I was like a year and a half when my parents brought me over, and I've been here my whole life. Like this is
Yeah.
all I know. I don't remember anything from back there and stuff. So
Yeah.
I mean,
That's also
doesn't
crazy.
pain me.
That's crazy how like the U.S. government won't allow immigrants that have been here their whole life, that have been here since basically birth. You came at 1 year old and you don't know nothing else but here. You graduated from high school, and you even went to TCC, right?
Yeah, I went to TCC. I went for like a year, but it like I had to pay.
Yeah,
it was a lot of
yeah.
money
For
just
example,
a
like
little bit of
an immigrant won't get as many benefits as like a person with like a what do you call it, a green card?
No, well, just like a citizen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a citizen would. Like
Yeah.
a citizen could get a full blown
Scholarship.
scholarship because they're from here.
Yeah.
Well, as an immigrant, will have to, even if they work hard enough, they
And
sometimes
they get like FAFSA, which is I don't know what it is because I was never able to get it, but it's like a student loan or a grant. I don't know, but
like
we don't get that. You know, like that's
Yeah.
something that if I want to go to the college or I want to whatever, I have to pay out of pocket every single semester. Like I don't get.
Yeah.
I could get like sort of a grant for like basically it's people who give away money to undocumented students or stuff like that. I could have probably got something like that, but
Which is crazy.
it's not. It's kind of rare, I would say. It's not something that's like super common, but for everybody else, they could just apply for like scholarships or loans and like eventually get something. Maybe I don't know.
Mhm.
I feel like it is harder for somebody who doesn't have.
Which also brings me to a question I had was if you were to have been born, or if you were to have one, how do I put it? If you would want to live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live?
Here.
Here?
Yeah, I feel like people don't understand. Like, the U.S. is I want to say it's the greatest place to be. Like, you have so many opportunities. Like, there's no. I mean, I don't know. I might be wrong, but I feel like this is the place to be. Like,
The dreamland?
this is the dream. Yeah, the dreamland. Like, you come here. Why do you think so many people come here from everywhere? Not just Mexico, not just everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Like,
we have immigrants from all over the
everywhere.
world.
They say this is an immigrant country because it's you have so many opportunities to like grow and build something. How many people do you know that have come from other countries and they have businesses, full blown businesses?
Yeah,
They've
crazy.
gotten rich. I know a lot of people that have full blown businesses and are rich. They have like a lot. They have a lot of stuff. I can't really say what, but they have a whole bunch of stuff, you know. And this is the place to be. Like, where would you want to be? I mean, you were born here. You have. Listen, I feel like the people who are born here. Okay, like listen. To the people listening, if you're born here, think about what it is to be American. Think about it. Like, what is it to you? To you, it's just being an American. Like that's just it. That's it.
Your life.
Yeah, that's your life. You don't really think much of it, but to someone else, that would be
The journey.
so much more. Yeah,
like even be having a home.
Yeah, like I feel like it's just way harder for people who are not, who are like immigrants. Like, and since Americans don't go through that, they don't really understand it. You know, to them it's just.
Yeah, like I asked you the other day, like how like I'll ask most Mexicans that like okay they're born here but their parents will take them back to Mexico and raise them there, and then they'll send them back over here to work, and I'll ask them do you like it better here or in Mexico? And everybody I've ever asked have always said, even people that have just gone to visit and like live here and are, like were raised born here, even people that just have gone to visit they always say that Mexico's better. Yeah, they feel more free. Yeah,
I've heard the exact same thing. I've heard a lot of people say that they just feel more free. They don't have to worry about much. They don't have to worry about like, because when you come here to the U.S., you come to work.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people from Mexico don't think that. They also expect it's just money. Like it's just money everywhere. And
you come to work.
You come to
that's work. Part of that's what they call the American dream. It's part of that. You come here, you work. Like you're not just gonna come and she's gonna be given to you. You have to work. And there's a lot of immigrants that have came to the country
and worked.
They've worked their asses off and they've built big things,
crazy shit.
Crazy. Like there's people that have created companies that now you see them riding around big ass trucks, nice ass cars, very luxury. Like
you always see that Mexican in his 4Gs
and
big ass Silverado.
Yeah, a lot of times like you just overlook that, but that's most likely somebody that put in work, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody that put in work, and I feel like I said, to the average American, like they don't think about that. And I mean, why would they have to? They don't have to, like, of course. But when you think about it, like as an American, do you have to worry about anything like that? Like if you needed any kind of benefits, you have a Social Security.
Yeah.
You know,
I have social. I can go to the hospital, like if I get hurt or anything.
If say you don't like your job, you can go anywhere, any other job. You go apply
at any time.
Anytime they ask you for a social, you have a social. You just jot it down. American citizen. Yep. Blah blah. Blah, and you put in an application. Doesn't mean you're gonna get a job, but
but there's so many other places that I could go to.
Yeah, you have so many more opportunities. You could go apply at a law firm. You can go apply at Toyota dealership. You can go wherever. Can somebody without social do that?
No.
They could, but then it's not very likely. That's why you see most Mexicans working, or most Hispanic. I'm not even say Mexicans, it's Hispanics in general.
Yeah, it's just
Hispanics and or immigrants. You see them working at like restaurants, being like the cooks, the dishwashers, working landscape, working construction, because those are the hard jobs that not many people want. And those people need workers. Yeah. So even if you don't have papers, you don't have Social Security,
they'll get you.
The owner's gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, come on, and you just go to work. You know, and I feel like people don't really understand that. Like, it's kind of tough, but you got to find a way through. And there's a lot of people that do. You know, like it's not like, how do I say it? It's not impossible. Yeah. It's hard. But there's people who have done it. Yeah, hell yeah. So why, if they can't do it, why can't I? You know? Yeah. It's just it's the difference between, you know, sitting back and being like, oh, comfortable. Not even comfortable. It's just like complaining, like, damn, I don't got papers, or I never had this or this and that. Yeah. No, like I'm gonna be the one that gets up and does it, even if I don't have the things I need, but I'm going to get up and look for it, you know? Like, that's the only way I'm going to make it out. What good does it do to me to just sit back and be sad about it or complain? Fuck no. Why do that when I can just get up, work? Yeah, eventually, like, I'll make my way up there. Yeah, especially if you're, like, so focused on... If you're so focused on somebody else that already has it, you're going to be too entertained on the person that already has it instead of actually chasing it for your own. Which is like a form of procrastination where you'll fall into a trap into like feeling
like you don't have it and they do, which is all bad. That's something you should just never do.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's just we just have to keep working. You know?
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna end it here, guys.
Yeah.
I feel like we're kind of running out of ideas. Kind of late at night.
Yeah, it's really late.
Yeah, we try to make this one a little bit longer. I was gonna say something. I totally forgot though.
It was also just to like because we were already slacking.
No, like we were kind of slacking already. So I told Brian like, hey, let's just record.
Yeah.
Also I don't know if you guys noticed, but I kind of let Brian guide this one a little bit. He was going off. I was like, I'm gonna see how he does it. He kind of took the reins and took control a little bit.
I feel like I didn't express enough. I feel like I was going blank a little bit, but I still had a lot
there's some
more.
things that I noticed that where we kind of like we're kind of hopping all over the place.
No, yeah, we also need a good setting. I feel like we need that perfect, not even that perfect moment because it's never the right time. Obviously, it's never the right time, but we do need that time where we could actually just and focus and not worry about, oh crap, fuck, we work tomorrow, or damn, I didn't do my homework. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just I'm kind of tired.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think my video stopped recording. Anyway, I'm gonna let you end this.
I'm in the episode. Thank you for listening to Unbreakable Bonds. Tune in for the next episode. Yeah, make sure you like, subscribe. Let us know what we should talk about in the next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I let Brian take over this. He's gonna be on the camera right now. My camera stopped. Like I said, we're always having some sort of problem, bro.
Yeah, I mean
Anyway.
that's the road we gotta endure.
But just let us know what you think. Go down in the comment. I really want to see what you guys thought. Like if you guys have any advice, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know what you guys think. If you have any questions, go ahead and put those down there. We'll probably put a few in the next episode.
Sir.
We're gonna try to make them a little bit more longer, maybe like 45 minutes.
We'll probably get this out this week and start another episode.
Yeah, if you don't slack, I'm gonna let you do all the editing.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll see. So what if the video comes out kind of bad? Brian.
We had to get this one out there for you.
Alrighty, people.
All right, make sure to lock in.
Yeah, lock in. Tune in for the next episode of Unbreakable Bonds. It's gonna be episode 4 out of 100. This is episode 3
out of 100.
100. And please keep us on check. Keep us consistent with
for all the homies. Make sure you. Hey, where's the podcast?
Shout out the homies. Shout out my guys. They're always, bro, when you gonna upload? When you gonna upload? I need something to watch.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna let you go.
All right, thank
Peace
you.
out.
Tune in.
Yeah.